it will be 80 marks goes to technical marks, and then 20 marks goes to professional skills and competences. So technical marks means your knowledge and the answers that you have written. So how relevant is your answer? How many marks you can get from that? So that is that forms the total of 80 marks. Another 20 marks is no matter how good, no matter how accurate your answer is, if you do not show the professional skills and competences, you will still get very low marks for this category. So there will be 20 marks covering 5 professional skills, right? Now, ACCA actually publish videos talking about each skills in a detailed way. So I strongly encourage you to have a look at the ACCA videos. However, based on my understanding, I'm going to tell you briefly about the professional skills. The first one, communication. Communication usually is to test you about whether you know how to use the correct format. That is what I observed. So communication skills usually come along with presentation slides. If they ask you to prepare presentation slides, then they will probably test you communication skills. Or if they ask you to prepare a document which needs very high level of clarity, which needs you to write the paper in a very clear way or persuasive way, then it will be under the communication skills. So communication skills is to use the correct format to answer questions, make sure language and tone are formal, and to know your role and to whom the answer is addressed. So it will be a very properly prepared, professionally prepared documents. And these documents, the way you write should show your professionalism and should show that you are very well versed about what you want to say. So it is very clear and the clarity level is very high. That is what we mean by communication. The second one, commercial acumen, is to show that you are aware of the surrounding situation. When ACCA tests you commercial acumen, usually is whether you apply your knowledge well. They want to see whether you can apply your knowledge. Do you have a certain level of understanding on the knowledge that you are writing? For example, like if it is related to corporate governance, then do you know what is corporate governance and do you know what is the best structure of a board of director? So they want to test you this. At the same time, they also want to test you, do you know how to apply to the case study? Do you adopt or adapt your answer to the particular integrated case study that is given in your exam, right? So you have relevant knowledge on the subject matter, so you can write the knowledge that you know and properly apply to the case study. So commercial acumen usually come along with the questions where you may need some knowledge from yourself, and at the same time you will need to suit your points to the case study. That is where the commercial acumen will be tested. Then analysis skills is to break down into details. As far as my definition is to break down into details and look at each details carefully. So that's what we mean by analysis. Because analysis can come along with the requirement that usually will give you a piece of information. Cannot say a piece of information, but they will give you information, but it is shown in a complete, or it is shown in a picture. It's like at the first glance, you will see the information as a picture. For example, financial statements. So if you see the financial statements, you know this is a financial statement, right? And you know that, by looking at the profit, you can see whether they earn money or not. So it is a complete set of information that you can actually have a big picture, one picture about that. But if you break down into details, you can actually write a lot of things. Like, for example, if it is a financial statement, not only profit, you can look at it, you can look at, whether the revenue actually increased from last year, whether the revenue is better than the industry standards. Then after that, you will drill down further. Maybe they have 3 types of revenue. So type 1 revenue, is it performing well? Type 2, how about type 3? So you can actually go into details to look at it piece by piece and comment about it. And that is what we mean by analysis, right? Analysis, usually they expect you to give some reasons. For example, this year the revenue dropped. What is the possible reason? Maybe the economy is having recession. So that is how we do the analysis skills. And then the next one, we have skepticism skills. Skepticism skills is to raise an issue or to challenge an existing information, right? So this skepticism skills is by far, as per ACCA comment, is the weakest that is shown among the candidates. Why is that so? I believe that it is because it may be due to the upbringing culture where we are asked to learn and not to challenge, right? We are not, we are not used to challenge what the educators have been teaching us. So skepticism skills can be very difficult for some candidates, but you have to view it in such a way where the information that's given to you now, even in our real world, the information that we have seen in the social media may not be 100% true or may not be a genuine. So we have to question whether the information is trustable, reliable. So that is skepticism skills. So you're supposed to challenge or assess something, whether it is right, whether it is ethical, or is it supposed to happen in this way. And then when you apply skepticism skills, most likely you will also talk about the impact. If this information is not correct, then what is the impact? What is the consequence? Right? And then evaluation, the last one. Evaluation, the direction, as per my own definition, the direction is quite opposite from analysis. When we talk about analysis, analysis is to move backwards. It means you are going to see the reasons of something happening, right? Breaking down into details and look at what is the reason for something to happen. But evaluation is to move forward. You are going to look at what is happening now, and you're going to tell me the consequence if this continues to happen, right? So that's why evaluation is to give evidence and foresee if continue like this, then what will happen in future. So you're doing something like appraisal. You're appraising, okay, this is good or this is bad, and when this is good, then how it benefit me, and when this is bad, how it leads to the bad consequences. So that is what we mean by evaluation.